Oopsies. I just want to quickly say my apologies for the background noise outside. They're still, to this day, doing construction on my street. It's going to take quite a long time. So, you might hear some banging and beeping in the distance. Just pay no dust. Don't let it disrupt you. I want to shout out everyone who's booked a 30-minute or longer. I keep forgetting to do the shout outs. Thank you, Pam, Georgia, Amanda, Emily, Kayla, Cody, Michael, Jenna, Ashley, Danielle, Sarah, Emily, Caroline, Jen, Allison, Allie. Thank you guys so much, Kevin. I think that's all. Thank you guys for booking on TonyBomboni.com. If you book a service with me, 30 minutes or longer, I will shout your first name out in the beginning of a video. So thank you guys for your support. All right. So, and thank you, of course, to also everyone who books the 15 minutes. You know, I couldn't do it without your help. So TonyBomboni.com, links below. Make sure you subscribe, guys. And let's get started on this pick a card tarot reading. So this is going to be for the month of March for this pick a reading. So pile 1 is going to be this donkey rock. Pile 2 is going to be this seashell. And pile 3 will be this pinecone. Okay, so you can pick 1, 2, or all 3 piles. Anything that resonates with you, I'm going to start by cleansing the energies of old, clearing away any adversities, anything that will block and prevent us from accomplishing the task of doing this tarot reading today. We clear that away now in the name of the light, in the name of love, in the name of the universe. Thank you for protecting my energy and your energy as well. Thank you for opening the channel, Spirit Guide Universe, to begin tapping in and reading on my poopsies for the month of March 2025. What do you need to know? What's the most important messages? What do you need to be on the lookout for that month? And if you, of course, you'd like your own personal reading on that month or future months or this year, TonyBomboni.com. I offer 15, 30-minute, and 1 hour long custom sessions for you. Let's begin, guys. Starting with pile 1, the donkey rock. Okay. So you can also request your tarot reading to be an ASMR, of course, anytime. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the World. So, I want to start off with saying you're doing such a great job. I just feel compelled to say that. Like, you're going to get rewarded with what you're looking for in life. You're going to get it. And I feel like a lot of you are just hesitant or doubtful. I'm telling you, it's right around the corner. This could be the month of August, September, maybe October for some of you, that you will also get a lot of blessings. But I see blessings unfolding in March, like unexpected check in the mail, like a surprise, a refund, something that you didn't really necessarily encounter to expect. And this is a very good, happy, cheerful energy. I see you happier in the springtime. And I definitely see you just thriving. Like, maybe it didn't happen this month in February, but it's gonna happen for you in March. Some miraculous things are going to start rapidly unfolding for you in March. And that's very good. You know, it's a very beautiful energy of just positive, radiant light. It's all going to work out so well for you. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. This speaks like a confession to me. Like you confessing your love or your feelings, your admiration to someone. And it's going to feel very nice. It's going to be that soft, fuzzy feeling of like, yeah, I told them how I felt and I feel really good about that. An outpour of love. And it's going to be so beautiful. I promise you. This will be a very good month. I think everything's going to work and flow in your favor. I believe we left Mercury retrograde energies now or are leaving it soon. So I think that's why that's going to open up a door for you. Like, okay, this beginning of the year kind of sometimes is like a little bit of a lump on our back, It's like a clog to the system. It prevents things from flowing. I think the beginning of the year is always kind of stagnant. March is really going to be your true beginning, your true start of the year. And it's just going to be an outcry of love and support here. And I genuinely believe you're going to be helping people, genuinely reaching out to people to be there for them, not just for personal gain. This will allow you to solidify more integrity within your being, meaning you're going to live your life based on your values. And that's truly where your peace and happiness comes from. Helping, reaching out, and by that you prosper. By being there for other people, you thrive. And you just keep going. You just keep having faith that what you're doing is the right thing. That you're living with true integrity here. So let's get some more messages. I'm going to shuffle some more. What else do you need to know about the month of March? What else is coming through in spirit? So we have the Two of Swords. I definitely feel as though this will be a good releasing time, a good forgiving time, a good time to not hold on to old stuff anymore. It feels like some of you keep holding on to that old stuff. So it's time to let that go in February. Now, right now. Don't wait till March. For March to work out and be this way, you have to let go of that thing now. 7 of Wands. Things might be shaken and stirred, I feel like, with friendships. I think it might be kind of a more solo-esque journey in the month of March. I see you alone. I see you kind of just doing your own thing. And there may be a little bit of sadness with this because you're still in deep in your feels about what happened or what could have been. I think in March you might be dwelling and reflecting a lot about the chance you could have had. It's almost like a situation where you know something could have worked out if you did better or made it happen or really tried, and you didn't try and you're kind of in regret now and you wish you put more effort. Something like that. 8 of Wands. So just keep going. I still see you succeeding. Just keep going. It's okay that you didn't do your best at that time. It's not a time to woe about it. Just with intention, keep going forward one step at a time, one day at a time. Things will add up. Things will make sense. You're putting your best foot forward. Your efforts are clear here. Wands all about action. Okay, so you're going to be quite busy. That could look like you could be quite occupied with a lot of things as well. Your mind and your heart are all busy as well, so processing a lot. And so internally you're going to be busy, externally you're going to be busy as well. So it's going to be hard to be around someone without being kind of spacey sometimes. You might not even really pay attention much to what words people say. You might find it a struggle to be present for people. But that's all right, because you're doing your best. Some of you, I see also you're growing your hair out. Like you maybe you kind of decide to take a month off from cutting your hair or changing up your looks. You kind of decide to go au natural, something like that. Okay, so final outcome card for pile 1. 4 of Pentacles, money all around you. Okay, abundance, surprise checks in the mail, financial stability. I think you're finally going to be saving more in March. It's going to be like maybe you find out also that you don't owe as much money, and that could be a good positive as well. So leaving some more in your bank account. So thank you, card 1. That was card 1. If you want more information, TonyBomboni.com for your personal tarot reading. Let's introduce pile 2 now, the Seashell. What does Miss Seashell have to say for pile number 2? Coconut water. So we have the King of Cups. You're someone that's going to draw attention or like attention in March, pile 2. Like so much so to the point where you might even draw the eye of like different animals or different, like you just draw attention to you. Like animals are drawn to you all of a sudden, or just something in you spiritually and metaphysically changes and activates. I almost see this beam of light just starting to activate, just like a warm-up round for you. Maybe you just realize an idea, like, oh, it sort of looks in the form of like, I need to start working out more, or I need to start, leaving my house more. And it's like that sort of like attention drawn to you, or craving that, seeking that. It could even be in love, because I see the 6 of Cups pile here. You start dating again, and it's going to be that adventurous spirit in you that wants more out of life. All of a sudden you just desire more. You have like a more motivation to just gain and do more, So this will lead you quite far as well. I think even into the month of June, I will say, is going to be a good round for you. It's going to be a good first half of the year. So March into June will start being a lot better for you. And then we have the Page of Wands. There's still some kind of clueless energy in some ways. You kind of feel like a lack of direction. You feel like, oh, this is going that way. I think you're scattering yourself in too many directions in March. So be careful of that energy. Try to focus, try your best at least, not to go ADHD this month. Focus on one thing at a time, one priority at a time, because you might like overwhelm yourself without even realizing you were doing that, because you might be doing too many things at once, or focusing on too much at once, when one thing at a time should be your dominant focus, right? So what other messages do we have to know for pile 2? So the 4 of Swords, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, what do we have here? I'm definitely getting an energy of nicest way to describe sometimes there's no words, you know how these readings work. Well, I am seeing similar to pile 1, success and good fortune, but there's still some like doubt and hesitancy at the same time holding you back. Like maybe you're afraid of what success looks like for you, and so you might be overanalyzing a lot this month, kind of walking forward with trepidation, acting as if there's not a pathway in front of you, as if you're gonna fall off. It's like oh, this is good, but oh, what if this happens? And all of a sudden that kind of pessimist mind, the ego mind, wants to take over. So be mindful to keep that mind in check, so it doesn't torment you, because that's not truth. Your inner truth. That you're meant to rise. You're not meant to falter and fail right now. This is the year of rising. And it's also the year of snakes, so like her hair is Medusa-esque. It's like very much snaky. So again, but it's in many directions. Why are you being pulled in many directions foolishly, right? Why are you being distracted and caught up with offers that maybe you shouldn't take? Not all that shines and glimmers is gold, right? So try not to let others distract you at this time as well. So I think you're hanging out with a lot of people in the month of March. But like part of you knows that they're also part of that distraction, losing your focus on what really should be done here. So it's going to be difficult for you to prioritize your needs and get what needs to be done. And even for some of you, remember to pay your bills on time, or to make that money to pay that bill or bills, I feel like some of you have some debts here that need to be repaid. And this will be a good month to make that money if you're willing to just try and put that more effort. I feel like you haven't been doing that much lately. You've kind of been letting yourself go, and that's okay and that's appropriate. But, things need to be paid and done, taken care of, responsibilities, 4 of Wands. Yeah, I'm going to say, especially if it's a lover, a date, there's a good prospect that this turns into a relationship, even a long-term, full-time relationship, full-time meaning in person, not just long distance. And it's going to be very good. It's going to feel good. You're going to enjoy their company. It's going to be a good month for money, for love, for getting ahead, but just stay focused. Don't get so distracted and, ditzy. I feel like this ditzy energy is stuck with you in March. Like, you could do well if you just focus. If not, oops, you kind of maybe sabotage some things on your path. So if you'd like more information, TonyBomboni.com. Thank you, pile 2. Pile 3, the Pinecone, the last pile. What's going on with pile 3 in the month of March? We're starting off with the King of Wands. I see someone determined, humble, active. I see someone with a flair for life, but knowing that life also sucks at the same time. Knowing that I enjoy life, but I know how much it sucks too. But I still choose to enjoy it. So I feel like March is about mentality. I do get that resonant with a lot of people. Like, it's your mindset. How you view the world is what your experience is going to be in the month of March. Even April, We have the Devil. You will be learning difficult lessons in March. So pile 3 might have it just a little tad bit harder than others, but lessons will be important. And acknowledging that what happened for me, not against me. happened with me, not necessarily just to me. Not taking it so personal that me, when we are struggling in life in some way, we take it so personally and we think we're the only one with that problem. At least right off the bat, right away, our first thought, our first impression, our first feeling is like, we suffer when we're distant. We suffer only when we're separate from our fellow humanity, our community. And we look around and we realize everyone's in suffering and we're no longer alone. We no longer feel this desperate energy of, it's just me. We need to get out of this me energy and start focusing on us, we. No me. Flip the M from me upside down to W, we. That's what's happening here. And March will make you realize that. Someone might actually have to give you a reality check, some of you, or a piece of their mind of wisdom, Not in a fighting, argumentative way. It may come across that way because the ego gets in the way. But Page of Cups, I see an outcry. I see you just like coming home and just like, damn, I can't believe I was like that. I can't believe I treated them this way. I can't believe they thought of me that way. I can't believe that's how they were perceiving me as this entire time when I just meant well the whole time. I was just so focused on myself. I forgot to see or mention how they were perceiving things. Everyone has their side of the story, their side of the tale in life. So they will definitely not be afraid to speak up and tell you their side. And that might make you maybe dislike them strongly for a little bit. Maybe might make you more distant and not want to really approach this person. I do see that as well, that pattern, mentality, but also distance. People kind of like distancing themselves from people this month. As a collective. Getting their own stuff together first before going out into the world again, So this may be a hard month to, get along with folks. Card 3, because there's a lot you're internalizing here. There's a lot that you're working on to better yourself to make sure that repeat offenses don't happen again. Repeat mistakes, I feel like someone caught you red-handed, like you were guilty about something and you shouldn't have been doing or you felt wasn't right. There's that energy from this pile, okay? Five of Wands. Yeah, I do see that conflicting, argumentative energy here, but there's forgiveness. Two of Cups and then Queen of Swords. So I see reconciliation. I see coming back to an old friend, an ex, kind of like, okay, I keep hearing April to March, but maybe that's end of March, beginning of April energy. Whereas there is this sense of just, not entitlement, but love, where there's the sense of like, okay, I did wrong, you did wrong. We can forgive. Right? None of us are right in this equation. But taking accountability, that's the word. Holding ourselves accountable will be a key, but also don't just point the blame at yourself. Focus on what they did to contribute to this as well. Maybe a lack of communication, lack of boundary setting. So, someone still feels like, again, this kind of like entitled or empowered energy, but it'll pass, it'll subside. I think by May and onwards, you guys will even forget this ever happened. So just, you can laugh and joke about it later. It will all be well. Final outcome card, pile 3. Temperance. Definitely work with this person. Don't just give up on them. Work with yourself as well. It's going to be the time to heal in March. It's going to be the time to just continue growing, continue evolving, and transforming yourself into who you would like to become. See yourself who you'd like to be in a few years from now. Slowly transform and work on that person, who you want to become like. Okay, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. I feel like you also have a lot of free time in March the blessing of free time, right? Something we all wish we had more of with our limited time on earth. So take advantage of that free time. Make sure you accomplish what you always wanted to in March. Thank you. God bless, love, and light. Use coupon code TONY2 for 20% off all my services for life, guys, on TonyBomboni.com. Links below. Thank you. Pile 1, and 2, and 3. I was going to say the Donkey Rock, the Seashell, and the Pinecone for tapping in with me today. And I look forward to doing your personal tarot readings. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be well. Farewell.